Hi, my name is Frank Taylor, and I'm the winner of the SDL Innovate 2015 Spring Hackathon. My submission was for a jQuery plugin and a CSS library that would enable editorial controls over Media Manager videos. You can access the code for that and use it yourself by going to github.com. When you go to GitHub, just search for Media Manager plugins for Tritium. When you do that, what you'll see is my repository listed first, and that'll be Media Manager plugins for Tritium. Once you're there, that README will explain what's available to you. The first tool that will be available will be a CSS file. That's called mmcanvas.css. You can take a look at css.html and get an example of how those are being used. Once you've added mmcanvas.css to your web page, you can use a few simple CSS classes and some small amounts of HTML to get some really cool effects on your Media Manager videos. The first thing that you can do is apply the class SDL_MM, and you'll get to see a video wrapped in a triangle. Seems pretty straightforward, and if you hover over it, you can even get that triangle to animate into a square. Another thing that you can do is apply that SDL_MM_circle class, and you get your video wrapped in a circle. Again, hover over, and you can see the full video. And if you wanted to turn off those hover effects, all you have to do is delete a line in the CSS. Now, the CSS isn't the only thing that you want to use in this library, in this collection of tools. Really, where the power and magic comes in is with the jQuery plugin. So, what you'll want to do is take advantage of that plugin by using mm.canvas.js on your web page. It is a jQuery plugin, so make sure that you're adding it to your web page after jQuery has already been added. For the best performance on your page, it's usually best to add your jQuery plugins at the bottom of the page. Now, once you've done that, you can start using that jQuery plugin, and more importantly, your content author can start using that jQuery plugin. That's because the jQuery plugin doesn't rely on any JavaScript for setting its parameters. It relies entirely on values and attributes that are applied to the HTML element that is the wrapper for the video. So, to get started, use a data attribute called data-SDLMM-URL and put in your Media Manager distribution URL. The only other thing you'll need to add to it is data-SDLMM-type and set that value to JSON. That's really important because this is using the JSON API for displaying the videos. Once you've done that, you can apply as many attributes and values as you want to the video. In this example right here, I've added the value background to SDLMM-space. This enables us to create background videos. Background videos are becoming exceedingly popular. We're seeing it on Airbnb, we're seeing it on Google Hangouts. Even websites like BCG are now putting content on top of background videos. So if we're wanting to accomplish that basic effect, you can use the jQuery plugin for that. But really, where the magic comes into play is going to be not with just making something a background video or foreground video or using some CSS classes. It's going to be using the Canvas plugin. The plugin uses the HTML5 Canvas API. That's a new API. It's supported in Internet Explorer 9 and up. And what the plugin is literally doing is taking each frame of the video and it's drawing it inside of the canvas. And it's doing that at the exact same frame rate as the video. So it's pretty fun, and we get to apply some really cool effects using only the web browser and some HTML attributes. To show you what those effects can look like, I'm going to jump over to JS Fiddle really quick and give you an example. So what you'll see first is I've got text inserted right into the video. And I've done that with an HTML attribute. I applied some text, I applied an X coordinate and a Y coordinate. And my text went right there. Another thing that we can do, and this is a lot of fun as well, is we can rely on custom events that live inside of Media Manager. So what you'll see here is that I have text getting animated from different positions, and that text is and the position and the animation, those are things that can be controlled from the custom events interface inside of Media Manager. So this text and the time at which it displays is entirely controlled from Media Manager, not even from the HTML attributes. So if you need to separate concerns, you can do that with this tool. And again, that creates a lot of power because we can set where the origin of text should be set, and we can set the animation from many different places without needing to get JavaScript developers involved. Now, another thing that's really kind of neat with the Media Manager plugin is the ability to color shift your videos. Add the attribute color shift and set that value to gray, and we've instantaneously converted something from color to grayscale. Again, we're doing that in the browser. We're not affecting the original video at all. Not only can you color shift a video, you can also zoom it as well. Just list out the different effects that you're going to use, keep that color shift attribute, and now you've got zoom as well. So you can zoom up to 1.5, you could zoom up to 2, or you could zoom out as well. These are all controls that are set in the HTML, and what that means is that all you need really is a schema and a template, and that template can be inside of Tridion or it could be in DD4T, but between the two, the content author can now add effects and controls and anything in between entirely from a content management perspective without getting designers and developers involved. Thank you very much. Please head over to GitHub and check it out, and I'd love to hear from you if you have any other questions. Thank you.